Krogstad. He must have been here this very minute. Look, the document. He's returned it. I'm saved, Nora.
And I?
Yes, of course you two were both saved. Look what he writes. Some new happiness has changed his life. There. You see? I shall regard this whole business as a dream.
My poor little Nora. I understand. You can't believe that I've forgiven you, and it's all over now. I see that what you did was only out of your love for me.
It's true.
You really think that I loved you the less because you chose the wrong means? Because you acted so unwisely out of your own initiative? I've forgiven you, Nora. I swear it.
Thank you for your forgiveness.
When a husband forgives his wife unreservedly from the bottom of his heart, do you know what it means? It means that she's become his in a double sense. His wife and his child.
Sit down, Torvald. You and I have a lot to talk about. Doesn't anything strike you about the way we're sitting here?
What?
We've been married 8 years. This is the first time that you and I, man and wife, have ever had a serious talk together.
You didn't expect me to drag you into all my worries. You couldn't possibly have helped me with that.
That's not what I mean. When I lived with Papa, he used to tell me what he thought about everything, and I took on his opinions. He used to call me his little doll. And he used to play games with me, just the way I played with my dolls. Then I came to live in your house.
Have you never been happy here?
I always thought I was, but I haven't ever been. No, I've had fun. You've always been very kind to me, Torvald, but this house is like a playroom. My children have been my dolls.
You exaggerate.
I'm giving you my point of view for once.
So, playing is over. We'll begin again. Now comes time to learn.
Whose time to learn? Mine or the children's?
Both, my dear Nora.
Oh, Torvald, you're not the man to teach me to be the right wife for you. And what about me? Am I fit to educate the children? You said yourself that you couldn't leave them in my charge. You're right. I have to educate myself first, and you can't do that for me. That is something that I must do for myself. That is why I'm leaving you.
What did you say?
I'm leaving you now. Christine will put me up for tonight. Tomorrow I shall go home, to where I was born. It'll be easier for me to get a job there.
You've no experience of the world.
I must try to get some, Torvald.
You forget your most sacred duties. Your husband, your children, your position as mother and wife.
I have another duty. Equally sacred, if that is the word. My duty to myself.
You're first and foremost a wife and mother.
I can't believe that anymore. I believe that first and foremost I am a human being like you, or I must become one.
I presume you have some sense of duty left, or perhaps you haven't. Well, answer me.
Torvald, I simply don't know. All I know is that these things mean something quite different to me than they do to you. I have learned now that there are laws that are different from the way I imagined them to be. And I can't accept that such laws are right.
You don't love me.
No, that's exactly it.
Nora, how can you say such things to me?
I can't help it. I don't love you anymore. I waited patiently for 8 years. I'm not such a fool as to believe that miracles happen every day. And when this dreadful thing happened to me, then I knew a miracle would come. When that letter from Krogstad was lying out there, it never occurred to me for a moment that you would accept his conditions. I knew that you would step forward and take the blame. Torvald, I never would have accepted such a sacrifice from you. But that was the miracle that I was waiting for. And it was to prevent the consequences to you that I was willing to take my life.
No man can be expected to sacrifice his honor, not even for the person he loves.
Millions of women have done it.
I have the strength to change, Nora.
Perhaps. If your doll is taken from you. I don't want to see the children. As I am now, I can be nothing to them.
Nora, can I never be anything but a stranger to you?
Torvald, I don't believe in miracles anymore. We would have to change so much.